We have an amazing episode for you today, but first I want to tell you about Anchor, the easiest way to make a podcast. Whether it's recording new podcast episodes, uploading existing episodes, editing, or more, Anchor gives you everything you need in one place to create your podcast from your computer or your phone and make it sound amazing. And the best part, it's free. Yes, Anchor is completely free. Anchor makes it easy to make money with a podcast without a minimum listenership, and will even distribute your podcast so it can be heard anywhere from Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and more. The podcast process has been so easy because of Anchor, and I couldn't have asked for a better experience right off the bat. I'm recommending Anchor to all of my listeners who are wanting to start a podcast. Be sure to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started building your own podcast today. My name is Kristen Kubik, and you're listening to As Told Unfiltered, the podcast that dives deep into what it's really like running a business. The raw, the real, and the completely unfiltered. Welcome back to As Told Unfiltered. I'm so glad to have you back to join me. And if you're new, hello! I'm so excited to have you. We have a short episode today, but I promise it's a really good one. I was actually inspired to do this by multiple posts that popped up over a couple of days on Instagram and Facebook, and honestly, I just couldn't help myself. It's been a trend for a really long time, probably as long as I can remember, to be told we're too much of something. And I say we because I'm totally in that category. You'd be surprised how often I get told I'm too much, or too this, or too that. And honestly, I'm sick of it. So, this is a love letter to the ones who've been told they're too much, whether it's in business or in life. You're considered too much, too pretty, too smart, too loud, too quiet, too passionate, too unladylike, too filthy of a mouth, too many tattoos, too bright of hair, too many cats, too much glitter, too much makeup, too much anything. Sound familiar? I know what that's like. I've been there. I grew up with it. The first time I got married, I was told I was too much almost every day. And for the longest time, I believed it. I hid my real self because I thought nobody would like me. I thought nobody could handle me, the real me. I even did it with this podcast in season 1. I hid my realness, my rawness. I was told my original episodes that I recorded before editing were too unfiltered and too real, so they never even made it to air. But you know what? You're only too much for those who aren't enough of themselves. You're only too much for those who are intimidated by you. You're only too much for those who find strong scary. Because you're not too much. We are not too much. You need to be too much. You need to be your whole self, because that's who you're meant to be. You need to step into your full power and claim all of you, every single bit, even the parts that some people might find scary or offensive. That's how you get to the next level, in life and in business. I'm so sick of seeing people saying what's too much when maybe they're just not enough. Who was the one who decided what clothes look better on certain people? Who was the one who decided who was skinny enough to wear a bikini? Who was the one who decided that your music is better than mine? And who was the one who decided that your business isn't worthy because you say a curse word in your post? Oh, the shame. Let me clutch my pearls. Here's the thing. We have to stop acting like you're better than me because, heaven forbid, I said the word fuck in a sentence. As a friend and fellow business owner once said, anyone who swears is usually more honest anyway. And where's the lie? Those of us who are too much are often going to be your best friends. We're going to give it to you straight no matter what. The advice, the love, the kick in the ass. It's all going to be raw and real and, you guessed it, unfiltered. Because that's what we do when we step into our whole too much selves. We stop hiding and we start getting real. People are going to love or hate you anyway, so why spend your time hiding? Why spend your time caring about being too much? This is me giving you permission to be you. Be too much. Be passionate about your project. Talk about what you learned this week. Talk loud. Talk quiet. Wear the makeup. Dye your hair. Take the selfies. Make the post. Do the lives. Say the words on your mind. Talk about the things that nobody else is talking about. Ignite the fire and embrace that shit. You deserve to feel into your power. And you deserve to love your too much self. Because once you do, you're going to be loved back by your business and your life in a way you never knew possible. This was a quick one today, but I think it needed to be said, so I hope this was helpful. Whether you just needed a pick-me-up or you genuinely needed to just feel fucking good today. You can check out the show notes on my blog, kristenkubick.com/blog. Join me next time for another episode of As Told Unfiltered, and go love yourself by posting an awesome selfie on Instagram or Facebook, and tag #AsToldUnfiltered. I want to see your beautiful too much selves. Kisses.